An 18-year-old girl, full of promise and about to start her college life, suddenly dies after being struck by a speeding train. Authorities call it suicide, but her family insists it was something else, something darker. Missing shoes, lost belongings, and unanswered questions surround the case. Was Tiffany Valiante's death a tragic act of despair or the result of foul play? Tonight, we investigate the mystery that still divides investigators, her family, and the public. The haunting death of Tiffany Valiante. Tiffany Valiante was a New Jersey teenager with a bright future. On July 12, 2015, she was killed on train tracks in Mays Landing. Police quickly ruled her death a suicide, but suspicious details and family doubts raised chilling questions. Was it really suicide or something far more sinister? Tiffany was a star athlete known for her strength and determination. At just 18, she had earned a scholarship to play volleyball at college. Friends and family described her as ambitious, kind, and full of life. On the night of her death, Tiffany attended a family barbecue and graduation party. She seemed normal, even excited about the future. For her loved ones, suicide made no sense. Tiffany had dreams and opportunities ahead. That's why her sudden violent death shocked her community and set the stage for years of debate, questions, and suspicion over what truly happened that night. On July 12, 2015, Tiffany was last seen leaving a family gathering around 9:30 p.m. She had argued briefly with a relative and walked away barefoot. Witnesses said she headed toward a wooded area near her home. Hours later, tragedy struck. Tiffany was hit and killed by a moving train. The conductor claimed she appeared suddenly on the tracks, leaving no time to stop. Authorities quickly declared it a suicide, but her family was unconvinced. Tiffany's shoes were missing, her phone vanished, and she was barefoot on rough terrain. Something unusual for her. These strange details raised suspicion and kept the mystery alive. The New Jersey Transit Police led the investigation. Within days, Tiffany's death was ruled a suicide. Authorities suggested her behavior before leaving the party showed signs of emotional distress. They argued she intentionally stepped in front of the train. The train crew backed this version, saying she appeared out of nowhere. Yet no suicide note was found, and Tiffany had no history of depression or mental illness. For her family, the quick ruling felt careless. They believed key evidence, including her missing phone and DNA testing on items, was overlooked. The official narrative seemed too simple for such a complicated tragedy. Tiffany's family refused to accept the suicide ruling. They pointed to suspicious evidence that raised doubts. Her shoes were found far from the tracks, her phone disappeared without explanation, and she walked barefoot on rocky terrain, highly unusual for her. Independent experts hired by the family criticized the investigation, saying evidence collection was incomplete. Tiffany's mother insisted her daughter had no reason to end her life, describing her as excited about her scholarship and future plans. To the Valiantes, these inconsistencies suggested foul play. They believed Tiffany may have been abducted or attacked, and her body placed on the tracks afterward. For years, Tiffany's case received little coverage outside New Jersey. But in 2022, her story was featured in Netflix's Unsolved Mysteries series, reigniting worldwide interest. The episode laid out the contradictions between the official suicide ruling and the family's suspicions. Viewers around the globe questioned how such a case could be closed so quickly. Online forums and social media exploded with theories, ranging from suicide to murder. The renewed attention pressured authorities to revisit the evidence, though no new arrests were made. Tiffany's case became an international talking point, showing how media can shine light on unresolved and controversial deaths. As of 2025, Tiffany's death remains unresolved in the public eye. Was she a troubled teenager who ended her life, or the victim of foul play and a flawed investigation? The missing phone, misplaced shoes, and unanswered questions keep suspicions alive. Her family continues to campaign for justice, refusing to let her story fade. Tiffany's case is now a haunting reminder that when evidence is overlooked and answers are unclear, families are left searching for truth long after the tragedy itself. Tiffany Valiante's story is a tragedy filled with contradictions. Whether it was suicide, accident, or murder, one fact remains: a young life ended too soon. Her case proves that unanswered questions can torment families and demand justice for years. Do you believe Tiffany's death was suicide or murder? Share your thoughts, subscribe to Case 43, and keep her story alive.